Good morning, everybody. It's a blessed day to be clean and sober. I wanted to get on here and talk about how important it is to pick the right meetings for your recovery. For me personally, the first ever meeting I went to 2 years ago was Celebrate Recovery. And I thank God for, I found that meeting. Because every faith-based meeting I go into, I feel like I'm getting closer to God. And being in recovery and trying to be a better Christian every day, not just on Sundays, is so important to me to do for me to stay sober. I went to Celebrate Recovery, but I also tried out NA, and they didn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. And because the meetings I went to, when I started out in recovery, when I was in treatment, they told me that you have to change everything, and I was up for the challenge. One of the big things I've changed is I used to curse nonstop in addiction, and really every time I would use those words, now that I'm on the other side of addiction, I would use those words because I had hate in my heart. And the early meetings I went into, in NA, I heard cursing and everything, and I was just trying to change for myself. And today, I slip up on cursing, of course. I'm definitely not perfect, but I try to do better every day, better than what I used to. But that is very important. And also, picking the right meetings. For myself, I want to pick meetings where I can be held accountable. When I first started out at CR, I started making a coffee for one of the meetings I was going to. Because when the next week would come, I don't want to go. I just want to relax. I don't want to go to a meeting and talk about my stuff. I don't want to be around nobody. But what clicked in my head was, who's going to make the coffee if I'm not there? And that helped me out so much in my recovery, setting myself up for success, committing to something that didn't overwhelm me, but people, I held myself accountable. And it is very important to me. I've been to a bunch of meetings. It is very important to me that I build relationships in these meetings, friendship, because some of the meetings I went to, I wouldn't go there. Either I wasn't, I guess, feeling alright that day, or, but I wouldn't go, and I'd be going to the same meeting for 4 months, and maybe this is selfish, but nobody would even call me hey, are you alright? You know what I mean? I've been going to the same meeting for 4 months, but nobody would reach out if I didn't show up for 2 weeks in a row. But the meetings I got today that I go to, if I don't show up, people's reaching out hey, are you alright? And I need that, because God forbid, relapse don't have to be part of your recovery at all. This is my first time in recovery with 20 years of addiction, but relapse is reality. Like, some people say, how can he recovery is not easy, I mean, it's easier than addiction, but you still have to put in a lot of work of recovery to stay clean. I can't sit around and just say, hey, I'm going to stay sober and not go to meetings and not work on a program. But I want, like, in case I ever did relapse, I want people that will come looking for me, because my addiction comes from against myself. It's within me. So I have to set myself up for success, and I need accountability. That is very important in my recovery, because, like, if I ever did go out, I want people part of my life that will come looking for me, and I go back and forth if that's like self-pity or selfish, but I just try my best in recovery, and I want meetings that people reach out, There's some meetings I went early on that I didn't even talk to, or I talked to him at the meeting, but the rest of the week I wouldn't talk to him. But I want to go to meetings that it's more than recovery. I want to build friendships that I've never had before. It's okay, it's okay to just have friends in recovery, but I want to build, for the longest time I had my recovery and my personal life. I want to put both of them together, I want to make recovery a lifestyle, and I want to build friendships, not just talking to somebody over the phone about recovery, just talking about life in general, having a conversation. And that's very important in my meeting, because some of the meetings I went to, nobody would reach out. We'd see each other once a week, Even the leader of the meeting, me and them would see each other once a week, and we wouldn't have no other conversation. I need accountability. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm alive today, and I got the biggest accountability person in the world, and that's God. But I also need my family of recovery to hold me accountable, But with that being said, clear eyes, full hearts can't lose. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Thank you.